little bit of coffee. So currently is the only terminal that has free coffee, as you can see. Free. Got to give me some coffee before I start my shift. Some pretty good coffee too, I tell you that. What a day, what a day. Hey, it's your boy Mikelanta from Hotlanta. About to start my day. Let's see what we got. Gonna make it to that truck. Alright. Alright, y'all, so today it's a very hot day. Today we're gonna talk about the getting your CDL with Roehl. You know, every day I come to work, I see the students and everything, the people that's in the program, and they're, you know, over here on this course and stuff, doing a thing. And I remember when I started about a year ago, a little more than a year now, and I just remember that feeling, getting your CDL. You never drove trucks before. You know, like I said, I never drove a truck in my life, and you know, I never drove a manual, so it was a great experience for me during that time. Alright, so right now, before I get into it, I need to find my trailer that I'm going to be getting here. And I'm supposed to update this here. Okay. Alright, so just got my trailer. I got my trailer. Oh. About to roll out. I gotta put this phone on the cradle, because you know it's illegal to hold the phone when you're driving, especially when you're driving a truck. But let's get back to it. Alright. So, back to what I was getting to, or talking about. Getting your CDL with Roehl. Give me just a second. Gotta make sure this, Alright, so for those that are, first of all, new to the channel, I'm here at Conley, about to leave out. So what's in front of you is the garage, where they, of course, fix the trucks and stuff. So this is where I'm at, about to pull out. But, yeah, get your CDL with Roehl. Like I was saying a second ago, you know, I had a pretty good experience. I guess let me start off with the process. If you've never driven a truck or if you're thinking about driving a truck, I think the process with all the companies are the same. When you first want to start out, I'm going to talk specifically about Roehl, of course. But when you start out, you go, you fill out the thing on the Roehl website, Roehl.com, something like that. Or you just Google Roehl, it'll pull everything up. And then you're gonna fill out your information, and that's pretty much it to start off with. Now, a couple of days, I think it'll only take like a day or two. You should get an email of a recruiter saying that they received your application to go to Roehl, and they'll contact you in a couple of days. So first thing, your recruiter's gonna contact you, ask you a bunch of questions, try to get a feel for what your plan is, or why you want to drive trucks, sort of like an interview in a way, because they, if you may mention something where it may not be best for you to drive trucks, maybe it's a family situation. One thing they ask is, do you have kids? And if you were to do this or that, do you have somebody that'll watch them? Are you married? All this other stuff. Could they give you step by step?
Turn right on Cedar Grove Road.
What's gonna happen? You're gonna be out on the road, all this other stuff. So basically, your recruiter's gonna give you a shout out. You guys are gonna chit chat, and I think they talk to you maybe twice or something like that. They're usually gonna call you like every week, because you may have new questions. And the best thing to do is when you talk to a recruiter, any question that you have, like, ask them. Like, it could be something crazy, like, am I gonna switch trucks, or am I gonna keep the same truck, or
turn right on Bronson Road.
It could be something, it ain't, no question is a stupid question. So it's best to ask, especially
turn around,
especially with
location.
Man, you stupid guy, shut up. So especially with like home time, because that's the biggest thing for a lot of drivers. Make sure you ask.
Turn around in a safe location.
I'm about to put this thing on mute. I know I'm going. Make sure you ask a lot of questions about the home time. That way you have an understanding of how it works.
This road is restricted. Always obey locally posted regulations.
So,
2 miles ahead, turn right on US 23 North.
Put this thing on mute. Tell you
turn right on US 23 North.
Man.
Turn right on
hey,
US
I know. Alright, so make sure you ask those questions. Man, this guy gonna turn. Big ugly truck. So make sure you ask as many questions as you can about the home time, because a lot of drivers, they don't ask the questions. You get out there on the road, and when something don't go your way, when it comes to home time, you get pissed. You didn't ask. So ask the question. And so basically, your recruiter, next step, you're gonna get your physical. You're gonna have to take your drug test. So if you smoke or have smoked, I do say they do take a hair follicle test, so it goes back about 90 days, 60 or 90. I keep hearing both. But that's how far it goes back. And so if you smoked or just stopped smoking, like 2 months before you take your test, you know, I would say wait a little longer. You know, clean your system out. And I mean, if you smoke, I would say if you're gonna drive trucks, you might as well stop. You know what I mean? It's not good anyway, but you know, if you're smoking that herb and you want to drive trucks, you might want to put that herb on hold or just stop completely, because you really don't need it. You don't need it at all. Because I do say Roehl does take random drug tests, you know, so I would recommend you stop smoking. But anyway, you got you gotta take a drug test. They take a hair follicle. I think they even take a piss test. I think they do both. But let's see, you got your physical. You know, they don't go in depth with the physical. I mean, they just do a regular physical. You know, want to make sure that you are healthy enough to drive, pretty much. So you do that, and also besides the physical, the drug test, you're gonna have to get your permit. With the permit, you know, whatever state you live in, you can get the CDL manual or whatever. You can get it offline, the DMV online. What I did was I downloaded it to my iPad, you know, or you can go up to the DMV and get the book. And they test you on 3 sections. I know that air brakes is one, and then you got your general, and it's another one. I can't think of the name of it. But it's another section. I can't think of the name of it. I think it's something with the trailer. But anyway, they test you on those sections. As far as the test, I mean, you know, it's not hard. I mean, I passed it on the first try, barely. You can only miss a certain amount of questions, and I think I was all the way up to, if I miss one more, I gotta retake one of the sections. But I ended up getting like the last couple of ones right. But everybody's not the same. My recruiter said it took him like 5 times just to pass the test to get the permit. My wife was actually thinking about driving trucks. It took her like 3 times to finally pass it. So everybody's different. You know, you just got to study the book. Some of the questions are common sense. You know, a lot of them are like in the book, and you just got to kind of remember type thing. So you take your permit, you get your permit, you let your recruiter know, and then they're gonna set you up for your school, first day of class. Now, depending on where you live at, I mean, you could go to a terminal that's close to you. I think there's only like 3 or 4 terminals that they actually train at. I know Conley, you got Gary, Indiana, you got Marshfield, they do training there. Marshfield, Wisconsin. You got the other one, it's in Wisconsin. But I think when I first started, they wanted to send me to Gary. But I was like, well, shoot, I mean, I live by Conley. Well, can I just go there? At that time, the class was full, but I guess they found a seat for me. So I ended up going to the one in Conley. But they'll set you up. Your first day of class is pretty much videos. You're gonna watch some videos. You're not gonna be in the truck on your first day. Videos and paperwork. You know, you gotta do all your payroll stuff, and you know, a couple of videos on safety and introduction to the world of trucking. You know, you talk to your instructor, you can ask more questions. Your first day, they teach you, you're going to be doing paper log while you're there. So that, you know, your taught on paper logs and maps and all that stuff. The second day, you're in the truck, and that's when the fun begins. So your second day, you're in the truck, and pretty much from there on out for 4 weeks, you are. Oh, I'm sorry. The first day as well as with videos and paperwork. They put you on this machine. Now I don't know if they still do it, but they put you on this machine and you got to like do these like leg curls, and you know it's like an endurance type test type thing, to see if you're physically able to handle the different positions and lifting and stuff that you're going to do with the truck or while you're driving. So you got to do that. I mean, everyone passed when I was in class. I mean, there was an old guy, like he'd been trucking for like 60, 100 years, but I think he actually failed the test. I don't know how that worked out, but everybody, you know, it's not that hard. It's like you're not lifting weights or nothing. It's a machine. It resists. Like it knows how strong you are, and you do the exercise, and it'll resist based off of your strength. And you just got to keep doing it. And then you know they go by this number and all this other stuff, but that right there, it's not hard at all. Other than that, you know, your first day you're in the truck. Now you're also, keep forgetting about that. Now, my class was the last class that was trained on manual. So I don't know if the automatics have to do this, but as far as for the manuals, when we did it, we was on the virtual machine, where basically, you know, you're not really in a truck. It's like a video game, and it shows you how to change gears and whatnot. You know, your double clutch, learning how to do all that, and downshift and everything. So you go on the machine first, you get that down, and then you go into the truck. So the second day you're inside the truck. Like I said, I was on a manual, so I'm sure it's the same. I mean, your second day you do your pre-trips pretty much every day, and then you go in the truck, you go around the yard a couple of times without the trailer, and then you know, so you can get used to the truck. And then you go around the yard, not around the yard, you go around, you know, the area with a trailer, and you know, and pretty much every day you're kind of doing the same thing, backing up, straight back, you know, driving around your area, you know, getting it down. And then after your 4 weeks is up, now at Conley, I know that's changed. It used to be where you drive to Tennessee and you take your test, but they stopped doing that. Now I hear that there's a guy that comes to Conley and you take your test at Conley, so that's pretty good. So you take your test at Conley, and then you pass, go to the DMV, get your license, and after that you go on the road with a trainer about 26 days, and after that they put you on your own truck and you're off and you're doing your thing. So that's how it works. I don't think I missed out on anything. I mean, as far as the experience, I had a really good experience, a really good trainer. My trainer was David Fiallo. He is the man. So if he doesn't train the new guys anymore, he trains experienced drivers, but you'll see him if you train at Conley. But actually, our class was the last new drivers that he trained. I don't know if it was stress or what, but yeah. So, you know, that's pretty much the gist of everything. You know, that's the process you're gonna go through. You know, I hope this video kind of put it in a nutshell for a lot of people that's thinking about it. At least, you know, now you kind of know what you're gonna be going through. And that's it. But that's all I'm gonna do for this video right here. Y'all, if y'all see me at kindly, you know, don't say what's up, whatever. Shout out to man, I kind of forgot his name. Good guy. I pulled up at the pump. He came up to me. You know, we chit chat for a little while. But shout out to him. You know, if he's watching this video, I'm sure he knows who he is. I just forgot the name. I'm bad with names, really bad with names. My memory is like horrible. But shout out to everybody else that's watching the videos. You know, like them, share them. You know, share the info. But till next time, man, y'all keep those wheels turning. Peace.